Patrick, another fascinating weekend. The beginner's chase at Fairyhouse on Saturday. Close and well represented. Tullyhill and Asian Master, the two dominating the market. What are you expecting from this pair?
Yeah, well, look, they obviously filled the placings behind Masborough in Fairyhouse. So both of them jumped pretty well on the whole. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if Asian Master perhaps was able to turn the tables. He was closing at the line in Fairyhouse. So, I mean, it's like all beginner chases in Ireland. It's a graded chase, essentially. I know in England they're giving out they have no beginners races, but I mean, all our beginners races are graded races, essentially. So, Mr. Giff is the interesting one. I thought, he's a horse that showed a lot last year. His form with Gorgeous Tom has worked out very well. Obviously, it's his first time out and it's first time with fences, so he has to give that away to the other two. But I definitely wouldn't be forgetting him for all that I think that Asian Master can turn it around with Tullyhill.
What about you riding the bumper, Roncon? Seemed to show improved form from his Punchestown start last time on his reappearance this term.
Yeah, Runcock's the horse I have a lot of time for. Willie was probably keen to go hurdling with him, but I wanted one go on him. I think the Punchestown Festival got to him. He got very wound up before the race in the Land Rover bumper and did himself no favours. And then when he ran in Tremor, I think a lot of hours, were needing the run, and I thought he showed a lot. And obviously the Sortudo element of the form has worked out well. It's a very hot race. Obviously, Gordon has two in it. One is one a point. One for Dry Waters is very well bred. Gavin Cromwell has one that's been second last time out. And Paul Nolan has one there with a nice pedigree. So it's a very hot race. But I do think Runcock is much better than his two runs so far. And I'm hoping that he'd be competitive.
On Sunday, we've got the Sky Bet Moscow Flyer at Punchestown, a race. The had got tremendous record in. Salvator Mundi, his first run since May. He's now favourite for the Sky Bet Supreme heading into this Moscow Flyer. What are you expecting from him?
Well, look, he's a horse we've always thought an awful lot of. His work has always been very good. His first run was obviously behind Sergino, where he kind of headed him at the last and then didn't quite last at home. We asked him a big question by running him first time out in the Triumph last year. But we couldn't get him right early enough in the season, and Willie's done something similar with the likes of Elite Thompson. If they can win, it's great. If they don't, they have their novice season. So he won his novice in Tipperary, obviously blew the opposition away. Look, I do think he's a horse that's probably suited to better ground, and it's probably not going to be very nice ground to Punchestown after the frost. So that's a little concern. But he's fit, he's ready to rock, and to be honest, if he gets beaten, we'll be disappointed. But I do put a little asterisk on that definitely the better the ground, the better he'll be.
Have Histoires in there as well. So he had a good impression on his first start for you.
He did. He won very well down in Cork. A nice marked marble horse. Not overly big or strong, but quite pacey and racy. And if Salvator Mundi, obviously on his first start of the season and with the ground maybe against him, if he doesn't perform to his best, Kellis should be there to pick up the pieces. He's not a horse that I'd underestimate, and he's a great second string to have going into race.